This is some info and tasting notes for the Jura 16-year-old. So this whiskey is called the Jura's Own. Okay, so pardon my Gaelic, but in Gaelic, Jura is basically the inhabitant of the island of Jura. So Jura is off the coast of Scotland and just near Islay, and it's quite difficult to get to. So the idea is that you either have to take the ferry or fly across to Islay itself and then take another ferry to get to Jura. So obviously this whiskey is kind of a hint towards the fact that this is all about them and on their island. So quite interesting. This is an ex-bourbon cask as well as an Amoroso sherry cask. So quite different, a slightly different sherry variant being used, but essentially a combination of American oak as well as European oak. So if you have a look at that, you can see it's got a nice dark rich color to it. Obviously spending 16 years inside of a barrel, it's going to get a little bit of that depth going on. If you haven't got on the nose of this, it's another one of those whiskies where it isn't necessarily super complex on the nose. There's not too much going on. You get definitely dried fruit. You might get a slight mustiness too, but not necessarily loads of other flavors. I mean, if you really push past, you might be able to pick up faint hints of dark chocolate. So not super complex on the nose, but on the palate is where it starts to come alive a little bit more. So you're getting some honey, you're getting some raisin notes coming through. I quite like that. It's like a wet tobacco. So it's definitely like that a tobacco-y note that comes in. You're going to get quite a lot of tannin that comes through, so definitely that 16 years in oak is going to start playing with that whiskey and giving it that nice gripping texture on your tongue. And then you're going to get those faint whiffs of sea salt. So you've got to remember it is an island distillery, so it's going to have that coastal influence to it. So really interesting dram, fantastic whiskey from the island region. So I'd highly recommend you enjoy that at your own leisure. So that is the Jura 16-year-old.